Taurus, welcome to Cosmic Cassie. This is going to be a energy reading for the collective Tauruses. Whenever you hit it, and if the title resonates and the message resonates, then obviously take it. So, Taurus, I'm just going to pull some cards, and I'm going to let Spirit kind of guide me as far as what comes out. Just so you're aware, I am a intuitive, I'm a channeler, I'm also a psychic medium, so I get a lot of different messages in a lot of different ways. So, again, however Spirit wants that message to come out for you guys, it will. And I use tarot more for visualization for you guys, so please know that. Again, only take it if it resonates. I don't recommend taking bits and pieces, just because we tend to take the bits and pieces we like and leave the ones we don't. Try to understand if this fully resonates with you or not. Alright, otherwise, Taurus, let's go ahead and jump into it. As far as messages that maybe want to come out, I will say them as I'm pulling the cards. The first thing I'm seeing is a river, and I'm almost seeing like a one of those orange like inflatables inside of the river. A lot of water energy going around the collectives at this time, but it's like I see people rowing in it. I think it's like one of those rescue floaties. It's orange, and they're going down this like kind of fast river, just barely missing like the rocks and things like this, okay? So that energy may play out, but the way I'm seeing that energy here is more of like constantly thinking things are about to go downhill, but just barely missing them. It's almost like, but it's like it happens so fast you don't even have time to really stress about it. It's just like so many things are happening really quickly. They come in really quickly. And there's no time to stress, but you suddenly feel like, oh my God, this is going to be this sudden doom. This is going to be it. This is going to be the thing that ruins everything. And then you just barely miss it. And it's like, oh, okay. And then there's another thing coming in. Okay, so let's see if that energy comes in for you guys. What does Taurus Collective need to know at this time, Spirit? What messages do we have for the Taurus Collective at this time? First one's coming out. We have Eight of Swords, we have Ace of Cups, and then we have Ace of Swords. Let's get a couple more. Five of Wands. Last ones. We have the Sun and the Mystic. I feel like, do these need a... I feel like I need to reverse these. These are reversed. Those in this order. Okay. So, interestingly enough, Taurus, the first thing I'm noticing is we have 1155. Okay. Interesting. So, I'm going to put these up here, and we'll get into clarifying these, okay? So I'm going to work my way all the way down and see what messages come out for each card. Scooting them over just so I can grab them a little bit easier here. So starting off with the Eight of Swords. Why is the Eight of Swords here for Taurus? Taurus, I feel like what seems to be happening to Taurus? It's like they show me someone sweeping, like in my third eye, someone sweeping, they're using a broom, they're sweeping, and it's almost like they pull the rug up, they sweep it under the rug, and then they have to come back because then somehow the mess got everywhere again, and then we're having to sweep it again. So this gives me an energy of like, I think why they're showing me this is like there's something that we're refusing to look at or address that's kind of keeping us in this place of not being able to move forward and not understanding why there's so much turbulence, or this feels more inner turbulence than outer, so less environmental, more emotional inner thoughts, things like this. But it's almost like there's something that we don't want to address, and Taurus, you keep sweeping it under the rug. You keep dismissing it. You keep, staying busy to avoid it. It's like you don't want to look at this thing. You don't want to address it. You're not solving it or paying attention to it, and so it keeps coming up, and because it keeps coming up, you can't move forward the way you want to move forward. You keep being distracted and being pulled backwards, if anything, because you have to keep coming back and like trying to cover it up, or you keep coming back and you sweep it back under the rug. It's like if we just looked at it long enough, we could actually solve this. It's a quite easy, simple solution, but you just don't want to look at it, okay? Show me with the Tarot, Eight of Swords. Show me with the Tarot, Eight of Swords here. I like to let them fall out because I feel like the energy is good for that. Okay, we have Death. We have King of Wands. And we have the Knight of Cups to clarify Eight of Swords. Okay, wasn't expecting 3, but we'll work with it. Let me just kind of pull them in together again. Okay, so Taurus, the first thing that I'm getting when I look at these clarifying cards here, this looks like a situation where it's almost like a mini cycle within a cycle. It's like a mini cycle that just keeps recurring within the grander cycles. Okay, it's like even though we move through bigger cycles of life, this little mini cycle, it keeps following us through all our other cycles, through all of our new beginnings, through all of our endings, our past, our future, our present. It's like this little mini cycle just won't go away. It won't go away. And what the cycle is here is with the Death, it's almost like all of the energy I get with that is like all my transitions. So all these larger cycles I go through, all these new beginnings that I have, I start them off with a lot of passion, with a lot of motivation, with a lot of inspiration. But then, like, as time goes on, I lose a lot of that passion, a lot of that energy for it, a lot of that, ability to maintain, ability to move forward. I lose some of that passion, and it ends up turning more into like a kind of like fleeting feeling where I'm not really necessarily fulfilled, and I'm like, I don't know that I want to keep moving in this direction, and it doesn't feel as good as it did, and so then it makes you kind of finicky, which then pulls you into having a new beginning somewhere or creating a new cycle somehow. It's like, it's almost like what keeps you stuck is the fact that like you don't stay energetically motivated to keep continuing in a project, in a direction, in a relationship, in a habit. It's like you go into things with a lot of motivation, but then once you're doing it, you lose that motivation, and it turns into something more like emotionally fleeting, something that's not really solid or permanent anymore. And so then you go find something different. You go find a different habit to break. You go, it's like you're in this repetitive cycle of, like, mini cycle of having to restart the same things over and over. And it's like, why am I restarting the same thing over and over and over? Like, why am I never successful at just doing it and not having to come back and restart it? So think of so exactly with the metaphor with the sweeping. Why do I keep sweeping things into a pile, and then I put the pile under the rug, but then the very next day everything I put under the rug is now all over the floor. So then I have to do it again. I have to sweep everything up again, and then I gotta put it back under the rug. It's like, but then the next day I gotta do it again because then it's everywhere. It's like we keep going through this constant cycle of not fully completing or finishing something out It's like I just keep coming back to it over and over and over. But I feel like you're doing this over multiple different things, but this is the mini cycle that no matter where you go, no matter what new beginning you have, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a career, whether it's a hobby, this mini cycle consistently shows up in every aspect of your life, having to restart something you've already done before, okay? Having to do it again. And this makes you feel like, yeah, Eight of Swords, I'm really stuck. I'm not able to move forward in the way I want to. Why am I not progressing? Why am I not consistently moving forward, even though I keep putting the time, the effort, the energy to move forward, but nothing happens? I'm not moving forward, okay? It's that kind of energy here. Okay, so that's this one. I won't take it totally out of you here, but that's this one. And let's look at the Ace of Cups, okay? The Ace of Cups is, the energy from that I'm getting here is very much, I feel like you want to, Taurus, it feels like you're realizing this mini cycle. You're starting to question, why do I keep doing this? Why does this keep happening? Because this feels like a goal. This feels like something you want to do, something that would make you really happy. You're looking at it and it's like, that would make me so happy. I would feel so prosperous. I would feel so abundant. It's something that's extremely emotionally fulfilling and happy for me, but there's a fear almost associated with going after it, because it's like, I'm realizing that this happens, and this is not something that I want to start just to have to restart again and again and again. So it's like you're realizing this mini cycle and feeling held back, like you can't move forward to pursue whatever this Ace of Cups is for you, because you can't pursue it because you're realizing like something's off. There's a reason I'm not able to just do something once and then it be done. There's something going on where I keep restarting. I keep having new beginnings with the same thing. And it's like, I want to do this. I want to go after this. But I don't feel like I can because I feel stuck. I don't understand why. And so it's almost out of a fear of sabotaging this. If you can't break this cycle, I'm going to sabotage this. And that's why we're feeling like we can't pursue it. We can't move towards it, okay? Clarify the Ace of Cups with Tarot, please, for Taurus. Clarify the Ace of Cups for Taurus. Ace of Cups for Taurus here. Oh, that's too many. That's like a handful of them. Clarify the Ace of Cups. Okay, so I'll take two. We have the King of Cups and the Ace of Swords to clarify the Ace of Cups. And then, funny enough, we have the Ace of Swords right here as well, which we'll get to. So this is something that, it's just clarifying the Ace of Cups as in something that you deeply emotionally are yearning for, you want, you're craving for it. It's something that you're very clear that you want. There's no question about the Ace of Cups for you, Taurus. There is no doubt in your mind, this is what's going to fulfill me. This is what I want to emotionally invest in, what I emotionally want to give to. I'm very, very, very sure and clear about this, okay? There's no doubting or questioning this Ace of Cups energy for you. But the King of Cups is also known for holding back their emotions, and that's kind of you being, held back in this Eight of Swords energy, is I can't fully give to the thing that I know I absolutely 100% want. Okay? Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords. Clarify Ace of Swords. Oh, goodness. They keep wanting to give me so many cards to clarify these things, and I just cannot take all these cards to clarify. It washes the message out a little bit. Show me the Ace of Swords. Thank you. Ace of Swords is clarified by judgment, Taurus. And when I look at this energy, I don't know why they're showing me a locket or like a gold coin or something like this. It's like I'm putting it in my pocket, but my pocket has a hole in it, and so it falls out of my pocket onto the ground, and I'm walking away from it, not realizing that it fell in my pocket on the ground. And it's like it's something precious. It's like a golden coin or a golden locket. Like it's something like this, but it's precious. It has value, sentimental, emotional, material value to it. And you're not realizing your hole has a pocket, or your pocket has a hole, and you just put it in there, and boom, it slides right out onto the ground, and you're walking away from it. That's what I'm seeing in my third eye when I look at this energy. And what this is coming through as is there is a you are having, and you will soon have, more of a very clear understanding of, and this is what I'm hearing, why the puzzle pieces do not fit together. So if you haven't quite figured out why you keep doing this cycle, this mini cycle, which is holding you back, this is very, very, I hear 2 weeks, very upcoming, like soon energy coming in for you if you're not already experiencing it. This is an energy of very clearly understanding and realizing that's why I keep losing precious things, is because there's a hole in my pocket. So that's the metaphor here, to put it into simple terms. But if you look at that and apply it to life, this is realizing what within you, something you're doing, some habit you have, nothing external from you. This is something with you. You're having clarity and truth and understanding about something that you do that prevents you from being able to hold on to that energy, to be able to hold on to things that you love, to be able to hold on to material, sentimental, emotional energies that you try to bring in and pull in for yourself. There's a clarity here, a very strong clarity about, that's why I keep doing this cycle. That's why I can't ever, just do something and then have it grow and build and manifest into this amazing, abundant, beautiful. That's why I keep having to restart the same thing over and over and over. You're getting very strong clarity on what it is that you do, Taurus, within yourself that is preventing you from investing in something and passionately, motivatedly, confidently staying with it and continuing to invest in it until it reaches fruition and it truly builds, whether that's something emotional, physical, it could be a hobby, it could be a relationship, it could be your own self, your own habits. There's an understanding of what it is that's preventing you, yourself, from doing this, within yourself from doing this, okay? So that energy is coming in very soon here. Let's look at the Five of Wands. Clarify the Five of Wands. I honestly feel like, even without clarifying, the Five of Wands is you moving into an energy of battle, but it's not like external battle. All of this, again, it's very internal energies here, but it's almost like, okay, now that I know what I'm doing, game on. Now it's time for me to face myself and fight myself, because it's not even facing myself. You're not rejecting the truth. You're not hiding from the truth. You're not, disbelieving the truth. It's like, now it's time for me to fight myself. Now that I know the truth. The truth is truly like your liberation, because as soon as you get the clarity of why this is happening, you immediately go into this action mode of, now I'm ready to fight myself. I'm ready to challenge myself. I'm ready to it's almost an internal competition with the old you and the new you. I'm ready to battle it out. Who's going to win? The old me that keeps doing this, or the new me that can go after this? It's like you have, literally, you're fighting yourself, but in a positive way. It's like you're ready to challenge your ego. You're ready to face your ego. You're ready to face your negative thought pattern. You're ready to face your childhood blueprint. It's like, okay, it's on. It's a challenge. It's on. I'm gonna face this. I'm gonna conquer this. But it's like, the old you versus the new you. Like, and we have this battle that almost occurs here within yourself, and it's like, I don't know who's gonna win, but the new me wants to win, but the old me is also fighting for that position as well. Okay, clarify the Five of Wands here. Show me the Five of Wands. Oh, Spirit, stop giving me so many cards. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, again, it's saying exactly the energy that I already felt here. It's like, you're taking action. You don't know what the outcome is going to be, but you're gonna fight for the thing that you want, which is the new version of you, which is to stop this old cycle, to stop this continuous cycle, because you found something that you have so much desire to go after. There is so much desire for this thing. You really, really want it. And because you've come into contact with something that you truly, really want, and there's such a huge desire for it, the new you is ready to battle the old you. Again, the Wheel of Fortune is the fact that you don't know. You have no idea which side of you is going to win, but this is the first time, Taurus, that you have truly chosen to challenge and battle and try to overcome the old version of who you were, the old habits, the old thoughts, the old, demeanors, attitudes, how you show up, what you do. It's like, this, whatever this Ace of Cups is, it's truly inspiring you and encouraging you and motivating you. Like, yeah, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna fight for what I want. For the first time, I have something that I truly, truly want, and I'm gonna fight myself for it. I'm ready to face and challenge and win myself. It's like, I'm ready to lose myself to win myself in a way here. Okay, show me the Mystic. Show me the Mystic. Again, this is all very, very internal. Show me the Mystic. The Mystic is the 5. This is the, I believe, the High Priestess. Show me the Mystic. Like in traditional tarot. A lot of repeating cards here as well, Taurus, which lets me know this energy is very, very prevalent. Like, it's a solid energy here. It's not going anywhere. Show me the Mystic. The Hanged Man, to clarify the Mystic. And another side note message that I'm getting here before I jump into that is if you look at the King of Wands and then moving into the Knight of Cups energy and then wanting to show up as the King of Cups, this is almost that version of the old you versus new you. Okay, the old you showed up with passion, assertiveness, confidence, motivation, force, ability, but with fickle emotions, okay, with fickle energy over time, with low emotional investment. It comes and it goes. When the new you is more like, instead of showing up with so much fire, instead of showing up with so much, power, strength, passion, ambition, I want to show up in a more emotional way, where it's deeply intuitive, it's in tune, it's spiritual, it's connected. It's like, that's the old you versus the new you, okay? The old you versus the new you truly wants to show up in a different way to break this old cycle. And I just looked really quick to make sure while I was clarifying that, or really relaying that. This is the Hierophant in the traditional tarot. So if we jump into this energy here, this is very much like, with the Mystic, the energy that I get from this is someone who who has won the battle with themselves. But just because they won the battle with themselves doesn't mean that they're done. Okay, it doesn't mean that they're finished, because now that they've won, they have to be patient and almost allow themselves to learn how to be in this new energy, how to embrace the new them. But this is also someone who has to be patient to I'm trying to find the right way to say the message, but it's like someone who's patiently waiting for spirit, for source, to come to them and walk them through the final stage of stepping into the new version of themselves. Excuse me. So it's not only that they have to be, it's almost like they can't even embrace the new version of themselves, but after they win the battle, after they defeat the old them, they overcome what they need to overcome internally to be ready to be the new version of themselves, so they can obtain this Ace of Cups. They now have to wait for it, but it's almost like waiting for spirit. Like the way they show it is literally someone waiting by a tree. They're sitting there. It's like they've just won the battle. They're not tired. They don't need rest, but they have won the battle. They're prepared and ready for the new world. But they're sitting and they're waiting, and they're patiently waiting because they're waiting for spirit to arrive. And then it's like in my third eye, I can see literally like an angel coming from the sky, coming down, walking towards them. And this person, they're not confused. They know, it's almost like their spirit, their intuition knows what they're waiting for, even though consciously, like in the physical realm, they really don't know what they're waiting on. But they are at rest with waiting. They're okay with waiting because they know what they're waiting on through their spirit, through their intuition. And so they patiently just kind of sit and wait without resistance. They're just waiting without expectation, okay? And it's like this angel walks toward them. They're not surprised. They're not shocked. They're relieved. They're happy to see them because it's like they know that angel is there for them. They stand up. The angel reaches out, grabs this person's hand, and then begins to walk them hand in hand down the road. And as they walk down this new path, like this person could have walked down that path by themselves, like they're looking at the path, it's right in front of them, but it's almost like they knew, if I walk down this path without the guidance, without the presence of this angel, I won't get far. I'll get lost. I want to walk this path in a new way that I've never walked it before, which is to be hand in hand with spirit. Okay, and it's like the further they go down this path, the angel disappears, but it's still holding this person's hand. You just can't see the angel anymore. So it's like this person is waiting. Once they defeat the old selves, the old them, they're now patiently waiting to walk down this path in a completely new way. And there's like this innate understanding that I have to be patient and allow the right spirit, the right guide, the right angel to come to me, whether that's an earthly angel or guide or a spiritual one. It doesn't matter. It's like I have to wait for this spiritual essence, this presence here. I have to wait for them to come to me so we can walk down this path together, because they're going to be helping me and guiding me. It's like for the first time I'm open to have this presence walk down this path with me, and I'm only open to it because I'm truly ready to step into the new version of myself, to release the old self, and this person helps me do this. This presence is helping me do this, so I patiently wait for them before I begin to walk down the path, even though the path is in front of me, okay? And it's like by them doing this, that presence, it fades away. You can't physically see it anymore, but it's still there. It's still holding their hand. It's still walking beside them the entire time. It's like this is someone truly walking into a new manifestation of themselves, walking into a new version. It's like they've transformed so many things, and now they're open to be spiritually guided down the life that they've always lived, but in a new way, because now they allow the spiritual guidance to show them how to live rather than telling themselves how to live in a more materialistic way. So this is very much like very internal, but the way this feels is almost like a spiritual awakening that leads into an enlightened path of your purpose or of your journey, of something like this. Very, very transformational energy here. Last one here is the sun. Let's go ahead and clarify it. Show me the sun. Show me the sun for Taurus. What is the sun for? Honestly, the way that I'm seeing this is the exact same. Wow, beautiful. The Emperor is the card that comes out here to clarify the sun energy. But it's like what they show me in my third eye is the same imagery I got here of walking down this path with this angel. But it's like the further and further this person gets, obviously the angel has already faded out. You know, you can't see them anymore, even though they're there with them. But as they get further down the path, they begin to get more confidence in themselves. They get more excited. They get more jolly. It's like now they're not so stiff, or they're not walking so plainly. Like now they're kind of like dancing to music that doesn't even exist. It's not even there, but they're happy. They're elated. The further down this path they get, the more fulfilling it becomes. The more the more in sync and connected they feel, which makes them just elated. It's like they're so happy. They feel so good. And it's like I see the sun, and it's like this person's literally walking into the sun, but it's like so joyously, so happily. It's a completely different version of this person. And then with it clarified by the Emperor energy here, it's like this person now understands how to show up in every possible way as each king. But now that they're being guided by spirit, now that they're open to the spirit, it's like this King of Cups was the only thing they have never mastered. They could be the King of Pentacles, they could be the King of Wands, they could be the King of Swords, but that emotional piece, that intuitive piece that connects us to spirit, this person was not able to ever master that because they never had something that made them want to master it. But when this Ace of Cups came in, this is the motivating factor to learn how to access the King of Cup energy for this person. And once they access it, now they can level up to the Emperor because now they're open to spirit, okay? Before I close this out, I just want to clarify, what is the Ace of Cups? Spirit, can you please show us? We have interesting. I saw Hermit on the bottom of the deck, and then Empress as well. So it could be a Virgo, could be, you know, someone who's more, they show up as an Empress energy, but they're more reserved by nature, you know, introverted, you know, but definitely someone who's abundant. Show me, clarify. Can you show me the Ace of Cups energy? Can you clarify for us that Ace of Cups energy? This is what, it didn't fall out, but it flipped over in the deck. It's okay. This might be your spiritual counter. This might be an energy of an Empress that has truly tapped into your emotions in a way that makes you want to open them so that they can tap into them. Okay, and again, the Hermit card comes out. So this could definitely be a Virgo in your life. This could definitely be someone who's more introspective. This could definitely be someone who's more on that introverted side, okay? And then this falls out as well. So it's almost like you really want to have a new beginning with this person. You want to connect with them. You want to be with them. But it's like you understand, in order to do this, I have to open up and I have to master this King of Cup energy. I have to allow my emotions to come into play. I have to allow spirit to come in and show me how to walk this path in a more emotional, intuitive, spiritual way. And this literally is what's leveling you up to become the Emperor. And so this is your motivation, this person, this love, this union that you really want to have, this brand new beginning with, where it's like we're not restarting again. This is it. And I it's like you hold back because I have to figure out how to not keep restarting. Like I want this to be the beginning and the end, you know, that kind of energy. Okay, Taurus, that's everything that I have for you. I hope this resonated and you were able to get something good out of it that can help you. I can't promise when I'll upload another video. I've kind of just, because I have so much on my plate, I just kind of go wherever spirit guides me. Because I'm a professional psychic reader, I do a lot of spiritual work, and so if I feel guided that I need to jump on and do some tarot messages, then I will do that. But in the meantime, definitely check out any other placements that you feel drawn to. Otherwise, I will see you guys later and have an amazing time while I'm gone. Thanks. Bye.